Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Hanita Imratul Juman and my mention number is 067773. Do you know what is traditional games? Today, I will be talking about traditional games or forgotten traditions. For me, traditional game is one of the cultural heritage that is priceless and cannot be replaced. Ladies and gentlemen, today we will look into 6 subtopics which are the history of traditional games, popular but forgotten nation traditional games, the reasons why these traditional games are forgotten, individuals' effort to maintain traditional games, multi-ethnic effort to maintain traditional games, and last but not least, government's effort to maintain traditional games. Firstly, I will talk about the history of traditional games. Games have come a long way in human history. It is an important aspect of all cultures and one of the most ancient forms of human social contact. Games are an organized form of play that allows people to engage in activities other than direct physical exercise. Additionally, games are expressive cultural activities similar to music and folktales and also said to be models of various cultural activities. It also often linked to the culture and language of its land of origin. Hence, the games indirectly inculcate the moral and cultural values that were held important by the founding tradition and pass this heritage down to those who play them. Traditional games also serve as a cultural and social bonding event as well as an educational instrument. Life in Malaysia is quite unique as the country is divided into mass of Eastern land and Western land. Malaysian society are consist of citizens from various legal backgrounds such as Chinese, Indians, and multiracial origins due to an immigration. Traditional games play an important role in a community as they help to unite the society with different backgrounds. In fact, children in rural areas are fond and eager to engage in traditional games which does inadequate privilege to afford smartphones or tablets. Besides, traditional games remain the go-to activities for those kids who live in rural areas. In addition, they find leisure with it and utilize it to bond with one another. Among the traditional games that are closely related to our society are Wow and Gasing from Malay, Mahjong and Go from Chinese, while Indian have Satolia and Coco. According to the study by O'Huizen, the data collected from the survey questionnaires distributed to Jomain workshops such as Have They Heard About Malaysian Traditional Children's Games? It revealed that majority of respondents, which are 75%, have heard about it, while the rest of respondents, which are 25%, had never heard about traditional games. From the data, we can conclude that although this traditional game is still practiced and played, its popularity is decreasing with the passage of time, and there are younger generations who are unfamiliar of it. Traditional games, which were previously quite popular in our society, are now slowly fading away due to advancement of digital technology and the impact of globalization. In the past few decades, children's toys and games have gone through a drastic change, with the mass media promoting and exposing us to electronic games and toys. More and more gadgets such as handheld game consoles, computers, and mobile phones have entered our younger generation's daily life. Ultimately, there is a lot of study on the values and benefits of playing traditional children's games, but there is very little research on how to properly maintain, promote, and release Malaysian traditional games so that they can be passed down to future generations. Realizing traditional games in child activities is not easy in this modernization era. In conclusion, every layer of society must first understand its role so that people can do various ways in accordance with the field that they do to revive the traditional games. That's all from me. The next presenter will be Miss Norham.